Hello everybody, today is mainly a channel update, mainly going to be talking about primarily personal things, but let's very quickly get into the LGT. For those of you that don't know, the LGT London Grand Tournament, not just the Kill Team side, but everything, the entire event, has been postponed. Not cancelled, but postponed. They've pushed it back until the 27th and 28th of September. I think the reason for this is obvious, Warhammer Fest is cancelled, blah blah blah, all that stuff. So it's pushed back. Also, on LGT news, I've decided to change my primaries. I think that the secondaries are gold. I love the open choice eliminating secondaries, plus I'll chuck a few more in there. Not super expansive, but a few more. More than happy with the secondaries. However, the primaries, so I had originally said that I was going to change it from the current meta, which is hold one, hold more, kill one, kill more, and make it hold one, hold more, kill more, leader gets a kill. I've decided to change that, not because I think it's bad, not because I got much negative feedback. There were only really one or two comments that were like, oh, I don't like this, and I don't really care about those, to be honest. This is more for solidarity. I personally feel that there are, as we're going, people that are new to the game don't know what's happening, so they just play it with whatever's in the core books, right? And then you go to arena, and the standard 100-point kill team is still hold one, hold two, hold more, right? Then you go up to what people are playing now, which is hold kill. And then I know that the Ukrainian guys play commanders. That's just completely different. And then Spain, which has a huge scene, is doing something different as well. They're doing, I think it's hold one, hold more, kill one. So again, we're getting quite a few different formats. And I was thinking about it and thinking, you know what? We don't need another format. The relative goodness or badness of the primaries that I was going to do is almost irrelevant. I just don't want to continue to separate the community. I think that we've got enough out there. I'm okay with hold kill because it's kind of derived from 40k ITC sort of. So yeah, that's fine. And of course I could have done anything I wanted in the LGT. I could have said we're playing the core missions from the core rulebook. Deal with it. That would have been crazy, obviously. That's what they do in Australia, though. So again, that's another thing that is a thing. And I think that it would probably be a better choice to just say, hey, I'm doing the same as them. Obviously, I'm still keeping the change of the secondaries. I think that is a better system than pods or than total open choice. Total open choice didn't work for me. I didn't like that when I played it at LVO. Pods are fine, I suppose. But I suppose my thinking there is you can never balance 6 objectives for 25 factions, right? So sometimes you get bad matchups, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so that's kind of my LGT news. That's the real news done. 4.5 minutes in. Now I'm going to talk about my channel. So thank you for staying and watching. For those of you that are hanging around. Channels! YouTube. Since I started this channel, obviously when I started, I was genuinely I didn't want to talk about Kill Team because that's kind of fun. And then I realised that I couldn't talk about anything I wanted because that stuff didn't get me many views. So I had to talk about Kill Team. I forgot to turn my lights on. Oh, what a scrub. There we go. Light. That's right. If you're here for the channel update, you get me with lights. Yellow lights. I don't know why I've gone yellow. I guess I like the colour yellow. And so I really got into fully covering Kill Team. And that was actually totally fine for me because I loved Kill Team. Like, no issues. And I'm still really enjoying Kill Team. No issues there. More than happy to still cover it. As you know, beginner series, I'm still debating about whether or not I actually want to do that. But I think what I am going to do next, because I personally find it more fun, is to do some faction breakdowns. Only a few. Just to sprinkle them out there. So that I, enjoying myself. But obviously recently I've tried to branch out into Infinity and Warcaster. In fact, every video this week hasn't really gotten good views. Don't know why. I would have assumed that every video this week would have gotten more views than average because, people are kind of stuck inside more so than usual. That hasn't been the case. So I have to assume that people didn't like the content that I put out this week. And that can really get in your head as somebody that's trying to make content and trying to improve their viewership and their community, So it's like, ooh, okay, maybe I should stop all of this. Maybe I should just talk about Kill Team. I'm sure I could talk, allow me to rephrase. I'm sure I could talk about anything Games Workshop, right? I think that's what I really mean when I say Kill Team. I could talk about Kill Team, I could talk about 40k. Both of them would get plenty of views because there's a lot of cross viewership there. But as soon as I go outside GW, all of my videos take a big hit and they really don't do as well. Even if you look back, some of the videos about Warcaster, they got a lot of views, but actually, because obviously I can see my analytics, I can see how many subscribers I get per video, how much revenue I make per video, and watch time per video. And even though they got quite a few views, everything else on them was down. So for each video I did, I got less subscribers, less money, and less actual watch time, which is obviously pretty bad for a channel's health, because that directly stunts your growth, and I do want to grow the channel, etc, blah, blah, blah. However, all of that said, I'm getting around to it. So, right, before I get to that, no, wait, I'm just going to do it anyway. That's the end of that. Sorry. Super anticlimactic. I could have built up to that, couldn't I? No, I'm just going to do it anyway, because actually, I'm really not sold on Infinity. I don't know if that's going to be a game I want to play regularly. The reason I am covering Warcaster so much is because I'm really excited for Warcaster and I want to play it. If that's not super obvious, yeah. Am I biased towards it? Am I ignoring some of the negatives? Maybe, but that's because I'm cheating myself on that. I'm not cheating you guys. I'm not trying to give you an impression that I don't believe. I believe it because I'm like, oh shit, I want to play the game. Let's play it. I'm just gonna keep covering Warcaster, and if the videos get no views, so be it. It is what it is, Certainly at the moment, I don't think Warcaster is big enough that I could make a separate channel that only talks about Warcaster. So for now, it's just part of this channel. If Warcaster goes nuts, then maybe I'll make a new channel. Don't know. However, one thing that this week has kind of taught me, as I've discussed a bit of 40k, a bit of Kill Team, a bit of Warcaster, a bit of Infinity, is I don't like learning new games. There are some channels out there, a lot of board game channels, for example, where they teach you how to play a new game like twice a week, right? And it's like, oh, damn, they are going for it. And sometimes I look at those and think, I could do that. I could have a channel that one day does Kill Team, one day does 40k, one day does Warcaster, one day does Infinity, and talk in depth about all of them. I'm like, no. I would not enjoy that. I do not enjoy learning new systems. I enjoy Kill Team because I know that system really quite well. And a lot of it is transferable to 40k. Obviously, there are changes, there are nuances, there are subtleties. But because of the fact that the basic stats are similar and roughly things are the same, I'm happy to branch out to 40k. Which obviously wouldn't be the case, for example, if I did Warcry and Age of Sigmar. Completely different systems. So I'm happy to do that. I'm really interested in Warcaster, so I want to learn that system properly. But even as I sit down to play it, I've remembered how little I like not knowing the rules to a game. And it's like, oh god, I have to check the rulebook every time I do anything. It's super frustrating and I don't like it. And that's fine. If you're learning one new game at a time, that's no problem. But you then put Infinity as well, and I'm trying to learn 2 new systems plus 40k at the same time. And it's like, I genuinely don't enjoy this. Trying to learn all of those systems is making me enjoy the individual systems less. So from a personal perspective, I don't think I could really cover more than 2 systems at a time. Which is interesting because actually I didn't have that problem when I was learning Warcry, because that was all else I had to learn. I knew Kill Team, all I had to learn was Warcry. That was easy. And it was a nice streamlined rule set. It was pretty simple. As I am now trying to very slowly gain the subtleties of 40k and learn a completely new system in Warcaster, and I'm not learning it yet, but obviously when it turns up, coronavirus, no idea when it's going to turn up because it's coming from Italy, and learn, or thinking about learning Infinity, I'm just like, I don't want to learn any of them. I'm happy to sit in my little kill team bubble, which I mention now because obviously that links back around to how I started all of this, of me saying I want to talk about more than just kill team, but the more that I branch out from kill team, the less I want to talk about other things, which is bizarre, I realise. These are just contradictory thoughts. I'm still going to do it. I just really want Warcaster to take off so that I could play kill team and Warcaster. And 40k, I suspect. I'm still undecided about 40k. I am going to build that Tyranid army just because, you see right here? You see that? I would like that to be a Tyranid army in the background instead. Fully painted, swarm, Tyranid army, big bugs, scary looking stuff. That would be much cooler for me. It would be, a point of pride. I'd enjoy that. Will I actually play it? Probably not hugely. I might play 500 points, maybe 1,000. Obviously, sometimes I will play higher points levels. And actually, another system, I want to learn Apocalypse as well. I think Apocalypse is probably a better rule system than 40k. Hugely so. But obviously, you have to go 40k before you do Apocalypse. Although, there's a way around that. And I will make a video about that. But obviously, I've got to transition to 40k first. So yeah, there you go. Just a bit of a ramble here about my channel and weird thoughts about covering more games, whilst the more I cover them, the less I want to cover them. But basically, my channel is going to become Kill Team 40k and Warcaster. Almost certainly. The Warcaster videos just tank like they have this week. So be it. It is what it is. You gotta do what you enjoy. And if I have to do a few big boring beginner videos for Kill Team to kind of boost the numbers so that I can then do justify to myself doing a Warcaster video which gets a quarter of the views, if any, then so be it. It is what it is. Anyway, this has just been a ramble because Friday videos don't really get views, so I feel free to do them on these days. Anyway, this has been Glass Half Dead. I hope you've had a good day. Hope you continue to have a good day. Bye.